Okay, April 22nd. Here's the fish, looking happy. Cool fish. And I'm on an hour on, an hour off of pumping during, oh, look at that guy, during daylight hours. All those fathead minnows. Catfish, goldfish. There's a turtle in there too. Boom. Oh, really goldfish. Ooh, that one looked gravid, heavy with eggs. Hey, we can hope. Okay. So the pump's off right now. Nothing really new up here. The filters still work the same way. Some kind of string line in the water. Huh. Protein string or something. I wonder what that is. Probably some bug pooped it out or something. Who knows? Yeah, autofocus. Another shot of the fish. There's some big Berthas in there. Kiwis are starting to show signs of life, at least one, and this little guy is technically at the end of a kiwi vine. There is a leaf right there that no one can see because it's practically microscopic. I think the other ones, these two, are getting eaten by slugs, but that one on the right is more fuzzy, and the slugs don't like it. I don't know, just a guess. These have overwintered through a moderately cold zone 9B winter. And they're from New Zealand or something. Strawberries doing good. The ones on the ground seem to be growing more vigorously than the ones that I've got planted here, probably because all the nutrients in the soil versus always being washed out with rainwater in the grow bed. This bed's doing pretty good too. We got these giant spires of spicy greens. A couple neat developments here. Number one development is the red currant bush turning into, and it was only about that big when I planted it, so it's really gotten big and adapted well. The marshmallow plant is also doing very well. It was just little sticks sticking out of the ground at one point, and then seems to have woken up for spring. And then over there we've got some pole beans which have germinated in the hydroton, which is pretty unusual, and we got more of them germinating. Not that one, that's a bell pepper, serrano or something. So that's basically what's exciting about the garden right now. And the strawberries are doing pretty good. I did add some iron and some wood ash and a ton of calcium to the water. I think the heavy rains are over with, so trying to get more nutrients into the system to get more even growth. The loganberry bush is giant. It sprawls, and I'm gonna have to build a trellis for it here pretty soon. Nothing growing in this bed. I've sowed lots of seeds for cilantro and other greens. This is the tip of a tree or shrubbery from a neighbor's yard that I just snipped, and it extends a couple more inches below the surface, right above bubbling water. And I put that in about 6 days ago, and no wilting or anything. And I wonder if it'll grow roots. So just an experiment. And then up here, it would be the 2 grapes on stakes are waking up, especially the one closest to me, and then I'm going to jump them over to the trellis when they get long enough. And then the sole kale plant there in the middle, sacrificial kale, so the slugs eat it instead of the other stuff. And then we got strawberries there in the middle, coffee beans, and tomato. And tomato's not doing too well. Looks like, I'm thinking magnesium. It's going white from the tips, or pale yellow from the tips. And 1, 2, 3 sump tanks, and this one is where the pump is, and I've got it mostly covered most days to minimize the algae life growing in that tank, because otherwise it was always plugging up my pump every couple days. No good. Alright, that's the story. Until next time.